last one, baby. Let's Oreo this up a little bit. Actually, this is not gonna be Oreo. I'm just gonna pour the thing on top of it. Just a little bit. I didn't really make that much space. There's a little more Dr. Pepper than I was expecting. All right. Okay, we're doing this. All right, this is it. This is the big finale. We got games number 20 through number 1. We're gonna unveil them. Not a ton of drama, just for the simple fact that I was pretty close to the rankings on these when I did the initial ranking. But there is some movers and shakers. We're gonna highlight those, and we're gonna see. You know, it wasn't like obvious that the same game is going to be number 1. It might be, number 2 was very strong. Just saying. Let's see what happens. I think the very small amount of changes are going to be very interesting from the initial list, but mostly tonight is about, we're going to celebrate the end of this crazy journey, which has been super fun, and it's been really fun because everybody that participated, it's been awesome to have you guys along for the ride, and that's pretty much what it's really about right now. Just having fun. So let's just have some fun tonight. I got one of my biggest debacles ever loaded up for you guys, ready to go. So you guys can enjoy watching me just be the biggest struggle of all time. But just gonna remind you guys at the end, I did have some good moments. All right. This, instead of saying the games, you can see these are the games so far. It doesn't say the numbers. I don't really feel like listing off 80 games, but there they are in order. Getting towards the bottom here, Super Dodgeball's in the 70s, I believe. So 77, and Mega Man's 83, Track Field's 84. So you can see there's the games. Felix the Cat, Clash Demon Head 98, Jaws is 100, then Pro Wrestling is 21. So that's what we're looking at here. I'm not going to rehash what we've done so far. Check out the previous streams. There's not too many copyright debacles involved. I remember last time I played this one, I got slapped with a fat copyright deal. So I'm just going to make sure I chat over it, but I do feel like it's pretty appropriate to play this song as we start the night. Ooh, Amazon Music having a tough time. That could be a problem. All right. Should we do it? Should we just... Are you guys ready for this to be over? It's not totally over because I feel like it's been so fun. We got to do another thing of this nature, if you guys know what I'm talking about. All right. Well, without further ado, let's get into it. You guys know what it is. It's the final countdown. Let's get into the action. All right. Game number 20. We're starting off with something that I kicked a lot of ass when we did the stream. Don't know if that was a factor in it moving up a little bit, but... And once again, let me know how the mix is. Ha, Travis. Gun, period, smoke. I still don't remember why they put the period in there. I think it has something to do with copyright or something. This is original video from the stream. And you might notice that I'm kicking ass in this. You know, that was a huge factor. I'm not gonna lie. I mostly was going by the memories of, you know, that stream. Like, that was the most dominant factor in these re-racks. You know, did a game move up? This was number 21. Let's see here. Yeah.
Horse alert.
This was 21, so not a huge
Can't afford the wanted poster right
ranking upgrade, but man, I was really kicking ass. This game is not hard. Yeah, Travis, give it an upgrade. I mean, if you watched me play this, you would think it's a great game. Like, I was really getting into it, and I mean, the only thing I think that sucks about this game, honestly, is that it's pretty freaking hard. It's pretty freaking hard. So, but you can get your ass kicked over and over in this game, and you might have a different experience.
What do I need here?
But I think it's great. It's top 20, baby. Gunsmoke. Capcom is going to be a big factor in this countdown, especially the top 20. But they just knew what they were doing, man. They just hit you up with the stuff you wanted. This was an arcade game that they juiced up for the NES, made it a little more deep, and the gameplay was rock solid. And this is just when I played this game, I was thinking, getting ready for the stream, I was like, all right, we've reached the new level of the countdown. And guess what? It leads off the last level of this re-rack countdown. It's number 20. It's the start of our stream tonight.
Right over here.
It's the first epic game, in my opinion. I honestly just really love this game. I'm really glad that's in the top 20. Community, not a huge fan. 103 debacle. But check it out. Respect ranking factor. 52. So here we go. Gunsmoke. Moving up the charts.
Can we do it? Can we get to the end?
Let's
horse.
Since we started a little bit early tonight, because I wanted to let these videos play out a little bit.
Don't get cocky.
I'm getting kind of close to the boss here, and I want to let's relive some of the moments. Let's relive some of the moments out here. All right. Hopefully you guys are feeling it. Let me know how the sound is. Also, let me know if that big echo is there. Not that I can do anything about it, but I'm just curious. I think we're getting pretty close to the boss here. Sausage.
Just blasting.
Alright, let's see what happens. I think we're getting pretty. This might be the big showdown.
Get out of here. Oh, the boss. Okay. Let's switch it up to Magnum, right?
Sprinkle a little bit of this back on here. This was one of my favorite runs that I made over the course.
You like that?
I'll tell you what, when you got the Magnum and the horse,
Get the fuck out of here.
he's gone. He's dead. Just kidding?
What is the deal? I think that was not the boss. That was not the boss. Might have wasted my Magnum on that guy.
Is can't stop the shining. Oh, horse got hit. Had a shotgun.
Back to the normal weaponry here. Come on, get him. With the normal.
That's right. That's right.
I was gonna switch to my machine gun when
That's right. You see,
there was a break in the
You
action.
did the damn thing. That was
Right.
This game rules, man. It's top 20. It's like kind of really a little bit mystified about why everybody else doesn't have it up here so far. But hey, we educate fools out here today. All right, next, number 19. We got 20 games. What's number 19? This one was crazy. Can't believe this. What happened with this game? That's right. Box alert. What's the over/under on those? Yeah, this was crazy. This was crazy. I was thinking about what would have been a fun list. Would have been
Good.
What were the top 5 CFT firestorms? Basically, what were the games that when I did the countdown, all of a sudden everybody was all about it. They wanted to do their own stream or wanted to play it or wanted to get into it. This was number 1.
Hit that driver way out.
Me doing this on the countdown set off an absolute golf craze in CFT. And just based on that alone, I mean, we had like 3 or 4 guys going for world records and like good enough to do it. It was out of control, and I freaking got the world record. I got the world record, tied it, best round ever on this game, which is not my favorite golf game on the NES.
Drano.
Big fan though, and I couldn't help but move it up a little bit, a lot of it actually. After all that, like, just everybody having so much fun with this game was insane. I had to bump it up. I had to bump it up a lot. It was insane what happened with this game. Let's see what's the previous. You see the previous ranking there. 26. That's a pretty significant bump at this stage in the game. Community rank, first time around 52. And honestly, I wasn't surprised by that at all. I kind of thought that was about where it was going to be because it's just a black box game. It's super. There's no music. It's just you play golf, and it doesn't tell you the yardages. You kind of just have to eyeball it. This was a disaster. An absolute disaster. I just thought it'd be fun to show this part. This is back when I think I was trying to go I was trying to shoot a personal best of 16 under was my arbitrary choice for this challenge, or shoot 6 under 4 times in a row.
Bummer.
Yeah, well,
All-time round.
by the time we were done with golf, I went 21 under. Which is just, I still can't believe that happened. Anyway, CFT is all about this game now. 24. So it went from 52 to 24. Yeah, we're a bunch of golf crazed lunatics out here in CFT. Friggin' zoo. All right. Let's move on. Summing up the golf experience, honestly, it was the biggest thing that happened during this whole countdown. It was just everybody just getting into golf was just
on the green.
Ridiculous. Shout out to Shermy and Pete.
Some work.
And Tooley and everybody else that was trying to play the crap out of this game. But we all got freaking good at golf, which was quite fun. Next. Told you Capcom was going to be a factor. So, yeah, welcome to the run of Capcom awesomeness. This game is one of those. I mean, I got no beef with anybody who's got this higher than 18. It's just a wonderful experience. Yeah, wearing the shirt on Kavalkin's request. Kavalkin gave me this shirt. He's the man. Kavalkin's been a big part of the whole quest, and it was pretty cool. that he gave me this shirt after
here
CFT, the Gathering of Dudes. Where's the original video?
Here we go.
There it is. Yeah, by the way, this is the original video. So yeah, I never beat this game, I don't think. Or maybe I did. I don't know. I hadn't. This was a game that I ranked initially mostly out of respect, kind of just knowing that I would love it if I ever really played it. And it stayed where it was, 18. This is just a game that you just, I don't know, man. Capcom just makes these really quality games. Like, everything about them is great. You know, they don't hit every time, but they made a lot of really great games. It's something about the gameplay. It's probably the biggest hallmark of the Capcom is just excellent, tight gameplay. You feel like you're in control of your character, and they always have epic music, and then usually they're pretty balanced too. I will say, and the next one even more so, but I like these, like, I like that this game was made for me when I was, 7, 8 years old. Like, they were like, hey, there's a lot of 7, 8 year old. Let's make a DuckTales game, and let's make it look appealing to people of that age, and let's actually let them, possibly, if they get good enough, beat it.
Okay. Come on.
Like, this isn't a super hard game.
I think I can do this.
I just got my butt kicked. I probably hadn't played that boss in forever. Maybe ever. I don't know. So
It's gonna give me a chance.
I just really appreciate what Capcom hooked us up with this and some of the other games that they made.
Gonna keep this guy on the screen.
And yeah, I mean, like, yeah, they could have crapped it out. A lot of these companies were crapping these games out. They get the license and then they just weren't that good. Like, there's a reason that, like, licensed games have a bad rep. They did not crap this out. Matter of fact, they made it one of the best games on the system. Great job by them. Community also had it at 18 initially. So we were lockstep on that. And then after a little time to think about it, we've raised it up to 12 as a community. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I think it could be that high if I had, like, had it as a kid and played it a lot. Like, if this had been like one of the first
here for some reason.
Games I got, I probably would have played the crap out of it and loved it even more and gone even deeper with it. But I don't know, maybe not, because it's really not that deep of a game.
Right?
There is some secrets and stuff. But it's kind of one of the, I mean, like, I beat it. Like, I'm not probably going to go back and play it anytime soon. So, spoiler alert, I'm going to kick Magica Dispel's butt here. Or is that Magica Dispel? No, I already played Who is this vampire dude? Who's the vampire dude? Is that her? I can't really tell what's going on. Maybe that should be a negative, because I don't really know what the hell's happening.
What?
A freaking hilarious twist ending to this. Really, Count Duckula. Gotta hustle up the rope. What's he gonna get you?
Oh, that's cool. I don't know. I didn't know anything about that at all.
There we go. There we go. All right, good stuff. I got the trophy, or I got the trophy, guys.
Yeah. Oh man.
Well, I need your guys' help.
What's
to get
that guy's name
tonight.
again? He came in the mix.
This is a big
rival.
moment. I'm gonna have to pick it up a little bit. Maybe I need to drink some more whiskey. All right, let's move on. That's the ending of that game, by the way. No spoilers. Sorry.
The richest
Sorry.
in the world. That's what's up.
Next. Oh, there's a true. See, that's not. Maybe there is some depth involved. Maybe there is some depth. Hold up. Stop the music, y'all. We gotta take a little aside from the list. We gotta get in. We got 4 more top 10 egregious ranked games to talk about here. I'm not gonna waste too much time on this. You guys know what it is. Listen, you guys are just dinguses. I don't know why. You know what though? Haha. Actually, hold up. Sorry. This is a win. This is a win for your boy. Okay, so a lot of talk about Teenage Mutant. I want to play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I want to play TMNT 1. Oh, watch me do a stream of TMNT 1. Cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna play any of the other awesome games on the system. Well, guess what? When you guys first did your rankings, TMNT was... Where is it? Where is it? It was number 34. And after The Truth comes out, the re-rank, it's only number 51. Haha. Yeah, dinguses. Yeah. Fell off a little bit. Yeah, maybe you guys are starting to see the light a little bit. Anyway, here's a little taste of my debacle stream. I'm sure this has got plenty of run over the years.
Look, I didn't know I could bust them shits. I was facing the wrong. Oh, don't karate kick me, you bitch. So right out of there, I'm already getting here. Look at this the weakest mini boss of all time. I got hit by him. Shows you how whack I am. The weakest mini boss of all time, and now something's popping up on my computer. That's just perfect.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Just getting blasted by these little... Dude, if you get hit by these guys, you suck. This is a real run, by the way.
If you haven't seen the TMNT Super Cut,
you've ever seen anybody get through that part. I got pizza, though. So...
The abridged version of this stream, it's worth checking out. We got bigger and better debacles to get. Maybe not better. A bit. I think there's a game that maybe a lot of people forgot about from the Countdown journey that I think we might have forgot about that is possibly a bigger debacle.
Get that pizza, yo. Oh. Okay, Kavalkin's here to
than
help.
This. But this was a pretty historic. I think this had the most debacles per minute of any stream that I did during the Countdown. This TMNT one. It's not my favorite, although I will say I do respect it.
Oh my god.
Even though I hate on it, I do respect it. It's like not that far away from the top 100 for me. It's a decent game. So, but I'm glad that it dropped a lot. I'm glad that it dropped a lot in the community ranks. Okay? In your face, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Get the hell out of here. Let's get back to the good stuff. In your face. Let's get into game number 17. An actual good game that you guys should play. Capcom, y'all. Man, I'll tell you what, shout out to the Disney afternoon. To be fair, this was a pretty tough call going with Rescue Rangers over DuckTales. I made the same call that I made the first time around. You know, I don't know much about no Darkwing Duck. Sorry, son. Not a lot of people were touting it. You were like you were Linda basically on that one. Yeah, DuckTales. If someone says DuckTales is better, I'm not really gonna. The only thing I'm gonna say is that this one has 2 players, basically. That's the entire crux of it. And also, it has to be higher for me because it was the game that I played more as a kid. And not only that, but this is maybe the first game I ever beat. So it just has to be. Historically, Rescue Rangers had more of an impact on young DT. It has to be higher than DuckTales. But I'm basically saying they're both amazing. And I don't. It'd be hard to imagine that there's somebody out there who likes one but doesn't like the other. Like they're cut from the same cloth. Just Capcom goodness, and both amazing shows. Like I don't think there was many people who liked one show and not the other. DuckTales maybe I don't know. DuckTales was probably a little bit better of a show, but I don't know. I got Rescue Rangers higher. It's just a little bit more epic for me. This is my list, y'all. But it did slip a little bit. Went down from 16 to 17. Hate to see it. Previous community rank 43 and new community rank 38, so not a huge deal there. I think anybody who says that this is in the 38-43 range, they're basically saying it's a little bit easy. It's not super deep. So not a lot of depth. I think these are some very legit arguments, but for me, like I said, I like these games that hooked up little kids like I was when this game came out with some quality video game action that we could actually get far in and actually do some work in. I mean, the controls were optimal.
Yes,
And also, by the way, it looked great, and it was just fun. It was just fun to play, even if you're terrible. This game was fun to play. Crazy concepts. I just got my butt kicked by this this crazy cat,
right
this millipede dude. Yeah, Sesame Street.
Kind of happy place, maybe.
Yeah, flawed in a few ways. Flawed in a few ways. Yeah, it was flawed in more than a few ways, fam. But thank you for the take. Thank you, Thule, for streaming that about 18,000 more times than you probably needed to, and just being a factor. But we do appreciate you. In your face, got that guy. All right.
Okay.
All right. Rescue Rangers is fun.
Sure.
I will be truthful that I think my childhood memories impacted a little bit, but it's still fun. I had a blast replaying it again. All right, let's go on to number 16. Hey man, thanks everybody for coming. These are the most epic games. This is an epic journey. Got him. Oh, over under on boxes. Whoever had 1.5 got it. Oh no. Hey, you guys are being too funny on the chat. It's throwing me off. No, keep it coming, guys. All right, we got Double Dragon, fam. You guys know what it is. It's a butt kicker. A lot of people like Double Dragon 2 better, and yeah, it's a little bit better of a game, but this one is just a little more special. And I don't know if it's a better game, actually. This one has that cool RPG factor where you get to learn your moves, and Double Dragon 2 gets a little annoying at times. This one has some annoying parts also. Come on now. But I'm not sure. There's something about this. When I revisited it, it just kind of really hit for me. It really hit. And I moved it up. Or no, I didn't. I moved it down. So there you go. I don't know what I'm talking about. Moved it down. It was 15, now it's 16. Pretty good though. Pretty good.
Just got destroyed.
You know what it was? I think it was that I got far.
Oh my gosh, do I have the cheesy?
And I appreciate it a little bit more. I think I always used to kind of suck on this game, and I don't know. I'm trying to explain why, because obviously it's about the same as it was, so it didn't really move that much. But I think I'm trying to explain this versus Double Dragon 2, because a lot of people prefer Double Dragon 2, and I will say that Double Dragon 2 has that a little bit more of a visceral feeling where you just blast fools. But this game maybe is just a little bit more even as a game. Like it takes I feel like Double Dragon 2, like you kind of get in that loop where you got to really execute the spinning kick. This is a little cheese what we're watching here, but it just feels like maybe it's a little bit more of a balanced game, a skillful game.
Is this the boss? Let's not get excited yet.
Better one-player experience overall. Double Dragon 2's got the two-player though, which is dope. I don't know. The music's a little bit better on this one. This is a tough one. It's a tough one. I went with Double Dragon 1 mostly, once again, for nostalgia purposes. This was one of the first games that I really got into. This was one of my first NES loves. So it's hard. You can't beat that, fam. If it's a game you played when you were 8
be my undoing.
and you loved, nothing could beat that. It's the nostalgia factor. It's just too epic. But also, it's a historically important game. as far as you know, beat 'em up, the beat 'em up genre, because there was nothing like this before Double Dragon. And also, it improved on the arcade version. The arcade version is kind of whack. It's like kind of slow. I haven't really played it that much, but I've watched it, and it's like slow. This game is way more interesting, and then they got the level up system.
Don't let the Lindas do it to me.
So yeah, let's watch me beat up some Lindas here. If there's one thing I don't like about this game, it's just beating the F out of a lot of female characters. Not enjoyable. Not really sure why that's in the game.
Not the women.
But shout out to Linda. I wonder if Linda ever watched the stream. Me and Tuli have been tagging her, and I do hope that
Is that what's going on here?
she doesn't think that we were making fun of her for liking Popeye. It was just out of the left field choice. We like you, Linda.
Okay, no,
We appreciate you, and we like that you were writing for Popeye. It was funny for us hardcore ranking peeps there. I'm just falling off the ledge, but we do appreciate you. We appreciate you. So keep it going, Linda. Keep doing your thing. We're here for it. All right, let's wrap up the Double Dragon chit chat here. We got a lot to get to tonight. Previous rank 32. Sorry, so we're starting to figure things out about Double Dragon. Okay. Yeah. You know what? It's not like that. There hasn't been females that beat ass in pop culture. That was a huge moment though. We just seen. That's part of why I love this game so much. I did have a good stream. I got pretty far, and then of course we got into the glitch debacle,
and that is a challenge defeated.
Which was pretty historic.
Let's go.
I couldn't figure out a way to incorporate that into tonight's stream, but the glitch fest that happened with Double Dragon was quite something. All right, let's go.
Don't want to go cheese all the way. Do I want to go cheese all the way?
No. One of my favorite streams. Not necessarily. I mean, hard to really categorize it. It was just funny. All right, here we go. Let's go number 15.
Yo, back up now and give a brother room. The fuse is lit and I'm about to go boom. Mercy, mercy, mercy me. Oh, my life was a cage, but on stage
Here we go.
hyped up, psyched up, ready for wildin'. Standing in a crowd of girls like an island. I see the one I wanna sit. Come here, cutie. I flip her around and then I work that booty. Work the body,
All right.
work the body.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out. This is a game where I will not argue with anybody who's got this one ranked high. This is an epic title. You cannot rank this game high enough. This is a hold on, I got the music still going. There's a little sausage factory. Okay, that's okay. Don't want to overdo this awesome music here from this part.
Doesn't breathe as well as the crack.
Yeah, nobody can. You can't rank this high. But the thing is, I had a horrible showing on this stream.
Man, I'm here for that.
Just a disaster. Like this was probably one of my worst performances on a stream. Like I feel like at one point I was pretty decent at this game. I was never great at this game compared to obviously I've seen some people do some work.
22 and 3, impressive.
But good God, I was getting. Oh my God, I sucked so bad on the stream. It ended up going down, even though I got nothing but love for Mike Tyson's Punch. I went from 12 to 15. I just stink. I was sucking so hard in this game.
That makes me want to punch him real bad.
When I played it on the stream, I just had to take it down. Like there's just too much more fun to be had to then get my butt kicked by the likes of Don Fomenko and Piston Honda, Bald Bull. I mean, like these are guys that I remember trashing before. I don't think I've ever got to Mike Tyson. Soda Popinski usually ends the road for me. Maybe I could go back and get good. I think it'd be worthwhile. It's still number 15. So it's not like it fell off. I just feel like I have to explain. What else we got here? Yeah, community's got this had at number 8, and now it's up to number 6, y'all. Listen, fam, You guys got this at number 6?
Can't handle this though.
I ain't mad at you. This is a great one. This is one of the most amazing things that Nintendo ever accomplished. They took a boxing game and they made it into like a puzzle game.
Though. He's coming right back at me.
Basically, like a solve the riddle game. It really is amazing, and everything about it is just top notch. The sound, the feel, is amazing. It really is. I suck at it, so it's only number 15. But good God, this game rules.
Very hard. I made that a little bit harder.
TKO on your ass, Don Flamenco. Get wrecked. All right, I don't know why I decided to show you guys that, but
Don Flamenco, he'll be back though.
That's
I
what
get
we're
the
doing.
sense he'll be back.
There wasn't a lot of highlights from this stream.
Oh, you know what?
Guys, I'm getting faded a little bit, so I might need your help. Okay, what's next? Let me check my run sheet here. Yeah, it's time to unveil the next egregiously unranked game. And I don't really have a strong take about this. You guys heard what I had to say about this. I just only had time for one Dragon Warrior. I went Dragon Warrior 4. It was the one that Grip Smoke ranked super high. I'm super glad that I played that and had a great time. Take a shot. Okay. F you. You know what? I'm just going to pour this shot into what I got here because I don't really feel like going to the thing. That's hopefully good enough. Thank you. Hopefully that cuts the mustard for y'all. We got a lot of sausage going on here, but we're going to make it. We're going to make it. All right. So, yeah, I already did Dragon Warrior 4. It was a good time. Dragon Warrior is the first one. It was a huge landmark game. It was pretty cool. So, I'm not going to get too deep in Dragon Warrior. But shout out to y'all. 49 on the rank. Next. All right, here's the sausagey part. Okay. Fun list here. These are my favorite cuts, okay? Big part of this journey has been just enjoying all the music. The NES music is amazing. With what the limitations that they made these tunes, these cuts is crazy. All right, this is going to get a little sausagey because I have to use YouTube to figure this out. But these are my favorite songs, or the ones that get me the most fired up, I think is what it really comes down to. Here's what didn't make the cut for this, my top 11. This one goes to 11. None of the music from The Legend of Zelda or Zelda 2. None of the music from Metroid, which I love. I love Metroid. The theme from Guardian Legend, which kicks major ass. The opening theme to Tecmo Bowl, which rules. None of the music from Contra, which is just absolutely epic. Ninja Gaiden, which rocks. Mega Man 3, which is some people's favorite. And Castlevania, or Castlevania 2, which is just chocked full of crazy ass, unbelievable music. So here are my top 11 favorites. Let's do this. Hold up. We got, okay, major sausage alert. Here we go. Hold up. Hold up. Oh boy. We gotta play these. We gotta play these. You guys ready for this? I'm gonna get in a groove with this. It's important, I think. From the beginning. Yeah. Pictionary. Great call. Let's crank this up a little bit. This one gets me pretty fired up. We're gonna play it all the way until we get the most important. Here's the most important part. I think that's the most aggressive guitar solo attempt that's ever been utilized for that. Okay, number 11 was that. Keep throwing it about. Here we go. Number 10, Blaster Master Area 1. Let's see see how quick I can load these up. It's that little drum part right there at the beginning, I think. Just listen to the little... Let's just run it back. This is the drum part right here. This little build up. I don't know. This is sick. This music is sick. This music is sick. Let's see here. What's Alright, you guys know what it is. Blaster Master's got that sick music. So let's just play out just a little bit. This is great. I really like Sunsoft. Alright, number 8. Or that was number 10. Okay, number 9. Yeah, listen, there's some good stuff out here. Alright? It's the opening. It's the opening. And I'm only doing one track per game. So a lot of good stuff on this game, technically before. This is the best. Nobody's heard this, maybe. What is this? What is that? I love that. What is that? What is that last bit? Why does that exist? I don't know. That's in there. This was. That's. Yeah, they threw that. If you listen, I don't know what that is. I think it's in the sound mode. Do you guys know about sound mode? Anyway. Yeah, I think it's in the sound test. All right, but guess what? This is crazy, but I think I like this one a little bit more. Tecmo NBA basketball opening. Wait, is this the right thing? Yeah. Tough call between these two. It's hard to skip that. It's hard to skip both those openings of these games. I would really want to just play Tecmo, NBA or football, but you can't be skipping them. You can't be skipping those intros. You gotta take them in. All right, number 7. We just heard this, but let's do it. this is epic. This just gets me so fired up to play this game, even though I suck at it. Just the fight music from Mike Tyson Punch Out. It just feels like all Little Mac's life. His whole story is being told with this theme. His whole journey, growing up in the streets of Brooklyn. And now here he is with his chance to be great. Mike Tyson awaits. I got this at number 7, y'all. Alright, the next one is a bit of a curveball, but Dan's gonna have my back on this one. Dan's gonna have my back on this one.
Hold on.
Hopefully.
This trip got me Alaska Gold 75Ks.
Commercial. Alright, here we go. Is Super Spike V-Ball Daytona? Okay? I love this. This feels so good. Admit it. That's top tier. Alright, number 5. This is a stupid list. I'm glad you guys are here for it. This is Super Spike V-Ball Daytona, okay? Listen, I just absolutely love the vibe of this whole entire game, and the music is such a huge part of it. Man, that's just a great feeling. It's just a great feeling. This is what I got above Zelda and the rest. Alright, Batman fam, stage 1. This one gets me so fired up. This is awesome. Sunsoft. So we got two Sunsoft appearances. Yeah, so the rule is only one song per game. Okay? So that's the rule. And then it's just the way it ends. It's so awesome. You know, it loops back, but it's unreal. So respectful fade for Batman. All right. Hope you guys are enjoying this list. Okay, next one is a total curveball. This is, once again, just a total vibe. I think most people are with me on this, but number 4 is crazy. It's crazy, fam. Balloon fight, balloon trip. Let's go. It was my number 4 favorite from the whole countdown. The music on this game is epic. Like, the whole music is just epic. Oh my god, Balloon Fight is so good. Alright, let's see what's next here. Top 3, y'all. Yeah, everything is so good. Okay. Number 3. Number 3, y'all. Slow, respectful fade for Balloon Fight. So much. If you guys could see the sausage just being thrown around right here, you'd be impressed. All right. Number 3. Oh, what does that say? Doesn't say the right thing. Battle Toads. Turbo Tunnels. Part 2. What is this? You know what it is. The dumbest part in any video game ever, potentially, has the best music. This, it's the most epic gaming experience ever. Let's crank it up a little bit. Haven't finished basketball. Two L's in that bitch. I know, it was real close between this and the pause music. This is just a crazy epic journey, and the music fits in just so perfect. It goes pretty far. This is how far it goes. Most games have a closer loop. Ah! Then it starts over. It's awesome! Alright. You guys are more interested in this than I thought you'd be. I appreciate you guys. Alright. So respectful fade, not really that slow, not really that respectful. Because fuck that game. That game's a bullshit fest. Alright, number 2. This is the game with the best overall music by far. From any video game ever. It makes it a number 2 on my NES cuts. So shout out to every single other song on this game, but yeah, this is my choice. Oh, advertisement alert. Back to the beginning. A lot of good choices here. Solstice is pretty damn good. You know what? That should have been an honorable mention, honestly. I got a curveball ready for you guys. I think that Mega Man 2 has the best music of any game ever. But this is this best track. I considered Bubble Man and Airman, but this is the best, right? I think, wouldn't you say this is the best?
no respectful fame for Dr. Wily's Castle. Interesting story about that one is that they wanted to make a theme for stage 2 of Dr. Wily's Castle, but they ran out of time or something, and they ended up using the same one for stage 1 and 2. And 0 people complained about that because that was freaking awesome. Okay, I think most people would be feeling though. I think there's Mega Man 2 has the best overall soundtrack, but I think a lot of people like this one the most of any NES music. And listen, man, most of these pump me up. This one's just beautiful. This one's just beautiful. Is DuckTales. This song is just so good. It just fills me up. Anyway, I got this number 1. A lot of really good songs out there. Let's just let it play out. We've got this whole second part to it, which is ridiculous for an NES game. Anyway, that's number 1. What a ridiculous list that I just made. I appreciate you guys for kind of being interested in it. So, yeah, let's just move on. We got a bunch of games to get to, and I'm already hammered drunk. Let's go. What's next? That was pretty fun. Where are we at here? On to game number 14. We still have 14 more to go. Oh, this is loud. Turn it down a little bit. Sorry, okay. Gotta get that mix. RBI Baseball 2-3. Somehow me and Dan ranked it the same way. And, yeah. Hey, this isn't for everybody. But, damn it. This is my list, y'all. I still love this game. I still love this game. I'm hoping you guys will go my way on that. It's still very fun. It's still great. It still deserves to be up here. It took a hit. It took a hit, and it's basically because found out that the community doesn't really give a flying F about these games at all. And then the stream was a mild debacle because it turns out if you play with just the regular teams, you get a lot of ground balls that are easily fieldable. And yeah, then me and Dan played with some good teams, and we had some tough times getting base hits and things of this nature. So it took a fall. It took a fall. That being said, I still think this is a pretty fun game to play, and I think it's one of the best games.
RBI challenges.
Turns out, another thing is, well, we'll talk about it later, but
Let's see what we got here.
RBI Baseball fell off a little bit. You hate to see it.
This guy.
Community was not in love with this game, although 26 to 37. So then the community fell off too.
I'm really confused.
I'm not really sure what happened. Camp.
City sucks so bad that year. I don't know what to tell you, bud. I know this game's great. It deserves to be at least this high.
That would have been maybe a home run.
I don't know what happened. I'm a little confused. We got a lot of games. It's still hot baseball action. And if you were playing, if you needed to have a Major League Baseball experience, you had to have this back in those days. For a hot minute, this was the number one deal that was out there, and it was the minute that I needed it the most. So we had this game. I had RBI Baseball 3, and I was extremely happy that I had RBI Baseball 3 because I really needed that Major League Baseball action.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Computer's really slow.
And this was by far the best thing that was out there. Like RBI 1 only had a handful of teams, and you know, this was fun to play against a friend. Everything was there. Everything was there, and it was adequate. There's just a few little things that expose themselves along the way. What is this baseball stars bullshit? We know about baseball stars. This is RBI baseball, son. This is much better than baseball stars. Maybe not much, but in my book, much. Major League Baseball. This actually had them. This actually had all the players. It was fun to look at the stats and all this. And the gameplay was adequate. It was adequate. Okay, looking back, there's a few things that have exposed themselves, and it fell off a little bit. You hate to see it.
Wow, Swift's got crazy movement on his pitch.
Anyway,
Well, he was insanely. Oh no! Oh no!
me and Dan had a lot of fun with this as a kid, and that'll never change.
George Brett at bat.
Shout out. Hey Dan, do you remember? Here's a memory for you.
Tense moment right there.
Remember when we used to do those field trips?
I really don't know how to get.
Or not those little walks to the library in 4th and 5th grade, and we had to pick a buddy, and we had this running joke whenever we were teamed up. We would do this joke. We had this running joke about what's your favorite video game. And it was just like we'd ask each other over and over again. Such a crazy memory that I'm just throwing out here, but there was a while where I would say RBI 3, and then you would say like double dribble. That was like when we first started it. That was the game you thought was the best.
All right, let's get some insurance.
We had this little running joke. I remember way too much stuff, but we had a running joke where
this guy's actual name.
We would just break up a boring conversation with like, what's your favorite video game? And then I would say RBI 3, and I'd say, what's your favorite video game? You would say double dribble. And then it changed. We would keep the joke going, but we would change the game. Anyways. All right then. All right. But yeah, RBI Baseball 3 definitely was my favorite video game for a very long time. So it falls a little bit to 14. You hate to see it. Okay, what's next? I bet you guys might be able to guess the game based on the song. Dan cracked the code. Tetris, y'all. So, yeah, Tetris, man. Can't rank this one too high. This is a game that is not possible to rank too high. It's possibly the most important game that ever happened, and here's the one. I mean, you can't rank this too high. How about this? What's the game that the most people have played the most amount of time ever? Is it Tetris in general?
For now.
I bet it is.
We're gonna just throw
They made the movie is pretty good. Have you seen the movie with what's his name, Taron Egerton, where he plays the guy that goes to Russia to seal the deal for Nintendo and all this. The story behind Tetris is pretty amazing.
5,000
And
for 50K. I mean,
this game is epic, man. You just absolutely
not do that.
there's absolutely no
We're in the Kraken level again here.
there's no
Oh, see.
there's no place that's too high to rank this game. I got it here at number 13.
Next two.
I
Colors
think it's pretty fun.
classic.
I don't think it's quite on the level as some of these others for me, but
We're doing.
previous rank 14,
Stage of the game.
previous community rank 14, and new community rank 8. Okay, so we got a top 10 game right here for the community. Pretty salty performance from Tetris. All right. Yeah, I think I've already kind of been over Tetris, but basically Tetris rules. It's very, very easy. I think just about everybody has played
We're into the
this
Spanish
game, and
here.
I think just about everybody figured it out right away. They were like, "Oh, I see. I get why this is awesome."
That was the eye. It was red.
Yeah, I've already been
That all
over it.
makes sense.
I should have done that, Dan. I know that you really liked it when I got effed by level 19, but we didn't. What we didn't talk about very much in Tetris is
Over,
that
did we?
Tengen made a game,
We're getting aggressive, folks.
and it actually had a lot of features that were not in this version.
58K.
And probably there's a handful of people that prefer that
And
version.
Here. Need
Um,
a few more.
I haven't played it enough to really tell you much about it, but
Optical factor.
I would
Where
think
it's
that it would be hard for me to play it. I
Suck
feel
it.
like this version is pretty elite, and it might just come down to the colors, honestly. Like, I don't know. I know that
Oh my gosh.
it feels a little different than their version, the Tengen version. But
things here.
I think there's a reason that this is the version that everybody plays, like in tournaments and whatnot. This is the epic version of the game.
Yes.
So, we got it. That was us getting to
saved it.
60,000.
Got a pause. Can't really look at it, but I think we did it.
Challenge defeated.
Okay, I guess that was pretty easy.
Get some.
Or was it? I don't know. Didn't seem that easy.
That felt pretty good. All right,
Good night.
Tetris is
Let's
fun.
Crank it up. Let's see how far we can go.
That's one of those games where
All right, let's good game.
if I was making a list of what are the most
I don't know. Let's do
important
negative here.
games ever, this would be very
It's
high on the
simple, I
list.
guess. There is some cool
But that's
stuff
not
in
this game.
game.
That's not this
There's
list. This
the,
list is the greatest games. I want games that are fun. That's what we're doing here. Sausage alert. Yeah, I don't know much about Tetris 2. Guys, this is the last stream of the countdown.
I saw you there, just standing there.
I do like Tetris,
I thought I was all
but I like this one a little bit more. Tuli got it.
I kissed you then. Then one
Oh, it's close. It's not obvious for me, but
you said you would come and dance with me. Dance with me. Across
Okay, here we go. We're into it.
slow respectful fade for the Thompson twins. Doing Dr. there. Love the Thompson twins, by the way. And I have twins that are Thompson twins. So, shout out to the Thompson twins. Yeah, this game's just as good as Tetris, if not better. I like it just a little bit more. I don't know. I can't explain it, really. I think it's just got a little bit more personality, honestly. They're both amazing. I just like Mario throwing them pills.
Right move at the right time.
It's just a little bit more fun. They're very close. They're very close, obviously. Tough one. And it did fall off a little bit, which is unfortunate. It was number 9.
That was the right move at the right time.
I don't know. Has more to do with just the other games getting huge that passed it. But yeah, it was not a negative experience that made this game fall off a little bit. Is mostly just some other games past it by being dope, by having their dopeness recognized. Yeah, I can't really 100% explain why I like this game more than Tetris, but I do. And I pretty confidently do. But they're both great, and there they are, 13-12. The community had it at 28 initially, but bumped up to 20 for the re-rack. Once we got some real rankers in the mix, and I figured out how to rank some shit in a good way, we got it up to 20 where it belongs. I just have a love for this game that is sort of hard to explain. You know, these puzzle games I don't really like that much on their face, but when you get into a game such as this, to the extent that I have, you love it. You love it. It's almost like a Stockholm syndrome type deal. I don't really know, but
Not terrible though.
gosh, just a lot of good vibes with Dr. Mario, and I can't really tell you why
Hey, no problem.
I love it
problem.
so much, other than it's just one of those games that's addictive, and everything about it is just fun. It's just super fun. The whole premise of the game is just insane. Moving on.
Questionable.
I kind of kicked ass at this game. Also, I might be
Oh,
just a
no.
little bit better at it than I am at Tetris, so that might have some impact. All right. Okay, we gotta take a break here and talk about another game that got the shaft. Oh, here we go. Here we go, you guys. I didn't get rid of the video. Here we go. I'm gonna get a re-up on the drink on this. Good God, this is... I kind of forgot about this. I've been touting a lot of these moments that I've been sharing as the biggest debacles that ever happened. I think this is it. Alright. I did not rank Castlevania 3. I gave it the contender treatment. I could see there was some awesomeness involved. And a lot of people love this game, and good for them. Listen, this game is deep. It's dope. It has a lot going for it. And I could see it. I could see it. I could see it. I wanted to love this game that y'all had at number 43. But then this happened. Behold, if this isn't the biggest disaster that I've ever streamed, I don't know what is. This is a long video. Enjoy. Come over here, you fart face. I'll be back. Better not be no phase 2 on this bitch. Better not be no phase 2 on this bitch. Didn't I hit him? You're dead. Boom! Let's go. Let's go. Gradius factor that, fuckers. Oh, he's a guy. He's been waiting for me. Yeah, I'll do that. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I skipped Grant. I know.
Hell yeah. This is my dude. This must be Alucard. Alucard. Or what'd I say? Come on. We got Alucard. Oh man. I'm gonna utilize him right away. I was excited about getting him. No, it didn't, Kevin, because of this
Bitches.
shit we're about to watch.
All bitches love Alucard. Oh, he's got that double shot. Oh, Alucard. Guess we'll find out about all that later. Triple shot. Just wasting these fools. Kind of getting wasted though. It's not going well.
You can't even tell what's happening because of the.
Gotta
The stream
say,
doesn't show the
learning
all the
curve
pixels.
on Alucard. A little higher. A little higher than Simon Trevor Belmont. Yeah, this is going very poorly. Talk about no chance. Talk about no chance. Well, shit. Maybe I should go back to Simon for a hot minute. We got one continue remaining. And yeah. That was a debacle. Good God. These hemogoblins are killing me. Is it? Do I get... What's there to figure out? Is there some switchability that you can do that's dope? I need to be told. I'm down to my last continue. It's not going well. I'm getting crushed. How do you fly? Engage bat mode. Let's go. It's time to bat mode it up. Press the control pad down in A to go into a winged rodent. For those of you that aren't biology whizzes, that means a bat. That's what it says in the instruction booklet. I didn't mean to hit select. I panicked. It's not going well. God, I hate these guys.
God. Frustration mounting.
Here we go. Let's just get the fuck out of here.
Yep, right into the wall.
Well, things got a little crazy. Alucard was not the blessing that I hoped he would be. Maybe if these guys weren't such butthole fuck faces, I might have a chance.
Getting a little frustrated.
Let's go under.
Wait,
Strat.
under strat.
Well, come on. What? What is this shit? What is that shit? What is that shit? Where's Grant Dynasty? Motherfucker. Alright, 2 more tries. 2 more continues. Let's go. Weak sauce challenge.
This isn't even the worst part yet.
Okay, at least I got past those guys without dying. Or without getting hit. So there's that. No! Oh, I should. Shit, fuck. It was going okay. Till it wasn't.
Nope, by the way, that was
Now
my
we're
best run.
Now we're in panic. Back to panic mode. This is a fuck. This stage. God damn it. Bat mode. That was good usage of bat mode, you gotta admit. If I could just get up here without dying. Oh my god, I did. Give me some Turk. Jesus Christ, this level. I don't see myself ever beating this level. This is where it ends, fam. God. Oh boy.
This is the last time
And I didn't
watch
get the
this.
whip. And it's just not going well. This is poop and pee at the highest level. Showing his teeth now. Hey, next person who fucking mentions Grant in the chat is fucking banned from the channel, okay? We don't talk about Bruno here. I need Grant. I need Grant. Oh, look at these green fucks. Do we need some sort of... Do we need to restart this? How crucial is Grant? Is it just a lack of familiarity? Look at this triple mummy shit. Get the fuck out of here. God. Okay, we really don't need the fucking decomposing floors. That is not necessary. Oop. We got some exposed wall out here. Cool. It was a fucking heart. Some turkey would have been cool. Look at this fucking endless supply of fucks. Is this fair? Konami? Is this your idea of a good time? Good God. And then there's no chance to tell you that there's a new fucking shit happening. Cool. God damn it. This is where it's gonna end right here. Do we really need the 100,000 mummies coming in? Not enough mummies, Konami? Need more? Need more mummies. More mummies, says Konami. What in the fuck? Cool, I need some time. Well, I'm a bat. Jesus. I need some time to collect myself before I'm ready to start the game again after that mummy fuck. We don't need to go into the next guy right away. Jesus. Okay, I just want to... Okay, all right. Time out! What in the name of the fuck? These mummies and all of this. Okay, I'm going to kill this guy and then I'm going to get the fuck out of here. Cool. Perfect. Down to 1 health. Perfect. Sure, I'll get past this, no problem. The continues are gonna come in. All right, getting a little warm. Getting a little warm out here. This level is stupid.
Sweater is not a good choice. Okay? Anyway, yeah, this game didn't make the list. You can't recover from that. That must have been the most frustrating I ever was on in the whole stream. All right, moving on. We got things to do. Good God, Castlevania 3, lick my butthole forever. Seems like someone could have possibly enjoyed it if they had just conveniently forgot about that part. Number 11. This game's actually hard too, but not in a ridiculously stupid way, like Castlevania 3. So, let's go. This was a game that, for some reason, I only had a number 17 initially. And also, I randomly didn't really rank Mega Man 4 through 6. So then this one goes up. Wait, what? Well, you know
I don't
what?
what I was doing there. But luckily, the weapon.
For some reason,
Okay, I got this sparky thing.
for some reason,
Going after the last guy.
I think I just had it.
You don't have
I don't
very
know
many
why I
lives
had it at
left.
17 initially.
Down to our
It
last
was
thing.
because I hadn't really played it that much
We're going.
since back in the day.
Got the
And I
spark
think
shot.
the reason for that was because this game is pretty
Needle
hard.
Man coming for you.
This
bud.
game is pretty hard.
coming for you, Big Daddy.
So now that I played it again, it kind of reminded me of back then.
There we go.
Going back to this game is Nintendo hard in a good way.
It's all loaded up.
This game takes all the dopeness of Mega Man 2 and it
He's all frozen.
makes it into a package that
That's
you would
what
really
it is.
appreciate if you really liked
That's
Mega
what I
Man
was
2.
going for.
Basically, it's a little bit more challenging overall, but in a good way, in a deeper, more fun experience
I
way.
want to kill these guys. That's their greatest strength. Is that you want
And
to kill them, then they start spinning.
Playing this again for the first time in forever, it took me back to that moment in time.
Not coming at all.
You know, when I was in 4th or 5th grade, and I was drawing my own Mega Man robots. You know, coming up with my own characters and thinking about what their special weapon might look like, and drawing all the characters from this game.
Snake got the job done.
And-
as expected.
Yeah, this was amazing. This was
Look at how
having this game as a kid was an absolute thrill. And then learning about the snake method was quite dope. This was so perfect to have back then. When this game came out and I bought it like immediately because I love Mega Man 2 so much, I was thrilled. And they gave me exactly what I wanted, basically. The only thing about it is that it was extremely difficult. And it was very intimidating as a kid. And I think that I was a little traumatized by getting my ass kicked so many times in this game.
give a struggle alert here.
But this was an absolutely amazing experience back in the day, and it still is. So I got it here at number 11. Mega Man 3, y'all. Community number 10 initially. Fell off to 22 for reasons that are unclear. I don't know. I bumped it up from 17 to 11.
Yikes.
Going back to this, you see just the brilliance of this game. And if I had to say what's the big difference between this one and Mega Man 2, Mega Man 2 is a little bit harder. I kind of wanted to dock this initially for being sort of a carbon copy of Mega Man 2, but that's fine. Mega Man 2 rocks. This is what we needed. The rest of them I didn't rank for reasons, I guess, that I guess at that point I just felt like it was a little much.
Yay.
I don't know. Mega Man 4 probably, like I said, I felt kind of bad about not ranking Mega Man 4 because it's pretty awesome. And it was more of what we wanted. But, yeah, this game really is epic, and it deserves to be this high. This is the final countdown rank, you guys, and I've had a lot of Jameson whiskey. But I'm going to make it through for you guys. We're going to have some fun. We still got a few more things to do. We got to reminisce about these top tier games.
Some
Let's
steak
go.
juice here. Every little bit counts. Oh,
Mega Man 11. Mega Man 3 rules. Some of these streams go farther. We don't need to go too much further on that. But end up beating that boss, so pretty dope. Pretty dope. All right, where are we at here? Pretty much just playing all my favorite cuts.
Alright, stop what you're doing, cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to. I look funny, but yo, I'm making money, see? So
Tecmo Bowl, y'all.
Ready for me, now gather round. I'm the new fool in town, and my sound's laid down by the underground. I drink a bottle of Hennessy you got on your shelf, so just let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty, pronounced with the umpty. Yo, ladies, oh, how I like to funk thee.
All right, so why is Tecmo Bowl on the rise? Well, I did join the Tecmo Bowl League, and I did kick a little bit of
All right,
ass.
overtime.
So
Pulled out the last
that
one.
might have a
overtime.
little
Come on,
something to
let's
do
go,
with it.
baby. Give me that ball.
But
Actually, I don't care
it
about the ball.
it took me a minute to
I like my defense.
the problem the thing that I didn't realize about Tecmo Bowl.
Big dork.
The thing that I didn't realize about Tecmo Bowl is that it cannot be measured against Tecmo Super Bowl. It can't. It should, because obviously it's Tecmo Bowl and then it's Tecmo Super Bowl. It's the sequel, and it's impossible not to compare them. But what I realized after playing Tecmo Bowl, really, it was really just. I mean, because I had joined the league before I did the stream, I did the stream before I joined the league. Yeah. So what I realized
Steve Largent show.
is that
It's the Steve Largent show.
Tecmo Bowl and Tecmo Super Bowl. Tecmo Super Bowl is not necessarily the evolution of Tecmo Bowl. It is a different game altogether. Tecmo Bowl is so different that you have to separate the two completely. If you can do that, if you can mentally do that, if you can say, this is one experience and this is another experience, then you can start to really reappreciate Tecmo Bowl. I say reappreciate because when Tecmo Bowl came out, it was so... It destroyed any football experience. It was like the 1989 Super Bowl when the Niners destroyed the Broncos. That was the competition with Tecmo Bowl. Tecmo Bowl crushed any game so hard, any football game, but maybe even any sports game, really. I mean, there was RBI baseball, so I guess not. But we didn't have there. That was the big moment right there. See what's going on here? I got overtime here in the playoffs. Eugene Robinson with the big pick. Basically, if you were looking for a game where you could play with real players and it actually mattered, what Tecmo Bowl was able to achieve with that, just that,
Come on.
was such a big freaking deal at that time.
Throw the stun on you.
But then you just add all these little flourishes to make it fun, like the cut, the graphics and the sound, and just the overall depth of the game.
Get it to John L.
This is a great experience.
Thing.
And if you play Tecmo Super Bowl, and there's a few things that this game that are actually that Tecmo Super Bowl improved on, that when you go back to this game, you actually kind of like it that they don't have it. Like, that was such an epic moment. Such an epic moment.
You like that? You like that?
What's Gus talking about? Well, there's no fumbles and there's automatic picks, so it's like it's like a 100% skill game, which is pretty cool. It's pretty cool to go back to that after playing Tecmo Super Bowl, which you can get frustrated by some of the random stuff that happens. It's definitely an improvement, but it's kind of fun to play this game instead at times when it's just like a 100% skill game. Obviously, you're guessing plays, and there's some luck involved with that. But man, I'll tell you what, it was a 16 community rank, and then it went up to 14. So I think there was a little Tecmo Bowl fever that caught on. And then, then the other thing was I joined that league. I played some competitive Tecmo Bowl. I enjoyed it. That was a pretty big factor in this going from 13 to 10. Number 10 Tecmo Bowl. I don't know. It's
Kick it shitty, Nelson, you big dork.
and then the other thing about this is if Tecmo Super Bowl had never happened, right? This game, we'd still be playing this game. This game's great. Anyway, this was a really fun stream too. I played it till
Run one's the money play.
late in the night, and I guided the Seahawks to glory. It was epic. It was epic. This was, I think, my toughest game against Minnesota here. It was just great. Just a great experience. All right. Where are we at here? Oh, what's up, Mr. Gus? Next. See if Gus can get himself organized. Here we go. Whoa, we're getting to the top. We're in the top 10, fam.
There must be some kind of way out of here.
Number 9.
Said a joker to the thief.
Same scenario.
There's too much confusion.
Yeah, I know. I gotta keep talking. I know they're coming for me. But an epic game deserves an epic track.
Drink my wine. Plowman, dig my earth. None will level on the mine. Nobody of it is worth.
Yeah. So same deal.
No jokes.
I liked
jokes.
the games that came out after, but then after I made these rankings, I went back. I joined all these leagues where they're hardcore for Tecmo Bowl, and then the RBI Baseball League was super fun.
This guy's a problem. though.
It made a big difference, honestly. And compared to RBI Baseball 3, you realize that in this game you can actually bop it a little bit.
Who's in his element?
The metal bats. I don't know why they put them in there.
Missed it somehow.
I thought it was a negative. No, it's positive. These guys can actually hit.
Keep typing it different every
It
time.
makes it more fun.
Dead giveaway.
The gameplay is just a little bit better in RBI Baseball than RBI 2 and 3. I did not. This was a big upset. This was not something I thought was going to happen at all. And the RBI League definitely made a difference. But
Cardinals bat.
also, I can't believe, like, this game doesn't have diving and jumping and stuff. It's just better. It's just more fun.
to get down.
They can actually hit the ball.
Alright.
There's offense.
Alright.
And it deserves credit for being a historical, huge game. This is me doing the St. Louis Cardinals. I had already lost a game,
Lou Whitaker and Alan Trammell played a lot.
and
of
I was
games.
trying to get some dubs, but Detroit was coming back. So yeah, I had it at number 11. I moved it up. RBI. It's now ahead of RBI Baseball 2/3.
Look at that.
Honestly, I've just been a big rider for RBI 2/3.
Oh.
I thought this. Oh, what am I doing?
What?
I'm having a hard time.
Not good.
I've changed my mind. I think the historical importance / fun factor.
Ah, they gotta run because of that. Jeez.
There was a major troll, probably.
Gee whiz.
Community rank 23 to 15. This is tough. I was such a huge fan of RBI 2/3 as a kid, and I was very content playing those games. And I had grown up on RBI Baseball 1. I had actually played RBI 1
Gives up the
and enjoyed the hell out of it.
soft
But
penis
bottom line,
down the middle.
it's
Penalty
a
for
gameplay
six.
factor. There's also less teams in this game and less players.
Tony
but-
Finau likes to make you work. That's his deal.
The gameplay is just more fun on this game.
Oh no.
It just is. And there's no RBI 3
We have another
league
game
out
on our
there.
hands here.
There is an RBI
Oh.
league. It's
So
pretty.
close.
It thrives pretty well, and yeah, there's a reason for that.
It's not going well.
They might have metal bats, but this game's more fun. I'm just getting crushed in this tough scenes.
That ball was well hit.
Yeah, it is, Dan. It sucks. It sucks to admit it, but listen. Listen. A strong listen. It takes
Got to at least get the
It
weak
takes
side
courage to
challenge,
admit
fam.
when you're wrong. Okay? I've done that here. All right. We have to get to the part where I score some runs here. This is probably a good place for me to tinkle. Guys, don't go anywhere. I got the number 8 through number 1 games coming up.
Now we're in it.
We got some movers and shakers here. This is
Now
exciting.
We're in it. Now
There's
we're
a few
going
more.
Full grind mode.
I'll be back. I have to tinkle.
Full
I've drank a
grind
lot.
mode is in effect. Cardinals.
Don't go anywhere.
We're getting the weak sauce challenge. Okay. 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 Tudor's gonna work this pitcher. Yeah, work that shit. Work that shit. Here we go. That wasn't working it. Jack Morris. Big penis. Oh. Okay. We're gonna steal. Not on the fastball, we won't. We'll probably get that one. That's this changeup in the dirt. Jack Morris is giving me the business right now. Arts. Come on, let's get it going here. Come on, Tommy Hurt, do something. Do something, yes. Do something. Do something. Wow, that was a serious peak. All right. Good tip home there, maybe. We're not even gonna try. That's cheesy.
What's going on here? Is this part? Yeah, I did score a run. Cool. Jack Clark's gonna hit one up the middle.
Get through. Okay.
We're up 4-2. We ended up winning this game. We ended up taking care of business. It was
Grind
tough.
mode, baby.
This was probably one of my worst streams as far as performance versus how good I really should be at the game, especially. I'm pretty competitive in RBI baseball. All right, moving on.
Matt
Debacle.
Noakes.
All right.
No jokes.
We are
Jokes
on to
for
the
Matt
top.
Noakes.
Getting pretty close. What's this say? Number 8. Rock. Rock. This was my alarm clock for a long time.
On the street where you live, girls talk about their social lives. They made a living
Country, y'all.
fast to complain. Such a shame when you rise. All your life, all your past, when's your daddy gonna talk to you?
You know what it is.
She was living in
It's Contra. It's action packed. So respectful fate for Bon Jovi.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, we got footage of me and Kavalkin playing. Shout out to Vandalay, still up
Red one.
watching. Vandalay, appreciate you. But yeah,
Those got major skills.
I moved it up from 10 to 8. It's Contra. It's great. This is one of the most epic games. This is in the zeitgeist. This is top 5 zeitgeist game maybe.
Couldn't do
Right
it.
here. I don't know.
Couldn't pull it off.
It's epic.
Part looks kind of hard.
This is me and Kavalkin playing, by the way. This footage that we're watching. He's the red guy, I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to let him go through this before I steal his guy.
This has no place in Contra, in my opinion.
This is one of the more memorable moments of the countdown. So I put it on the video for tonight. We're going to enjoy some of these videos. So I'm just going to let him just go through this bull crap
Something
part.
else. This is some
And then I'm going to steal his guy.
Look at that shit. What's going on there?
Community rank 7 initially, and still 7. How about that? So yeah, I had an 8. Community's got a 7. I'm with it. Community, I'm with you, fam. 8-7. I'm with you. Listen, it's Contra, you guys. This is the most thrilling, action-packed game there is, and
I got
it doesn't
you,
suck.
Come
Oh
in
yeah,
hot.
I'm gonna take that guy.
Yeah.
Let's just watch this video. It's so stupid.
Leroy Jenkins. Oh, he's gonna wish I hadn't come in here. Yep. Debacle.
This is the fun moment.
Oh,
I
look
died
at that
already?
veteran move right there.
Oh, come on, Kavalkin, what are you doing?
I'm gonna let him just kind of handle this part, I think.
He's got one guy left. Don't tell me we're gonna beat
Get
this.
an extra guy? The fuck, man?
Oh man, we gotta watch the
Why is
rest of this.
Kavalkin being such a dick? Hurry up and get an extra guy so I can take it and participate. Glory hog. Hey, you got the extra guy. Let's go. Let's go. I'm jumping back in Alien's Lair, baby. Yeah. Aren't you glad I'm here?
We're in the
Aren't
final
you
level.
glad that I'm here to steal and to get the good weapons too? Oh man. I feel like this is gonna go a little bit faster than I did it when I was just playing. It's going. It's the stolen dude time is definitely.
No, guys. Are we gonna be able to do it?
I mean, it's aggressive. They've been very aggressive with stolen guys.
That's okay.
Here, have
That's okay,
look at that.
Camp.
See how I set him up right there?
Appreciate
I'm
you
a good
sharing.
teammate. I just suck. When given the opportunity, though. Look at this. Now we're Contra Inc. Look at this shit. Blasting fools. I'm doing just. Oh, yep. You're welcome. You can steal that. You probably will need to, given the way things typically go around here. Didn't even know you could shoot those. Don't worry, I got this, fam. Don't worry, man. Why do I gotta do everything around here? Oh man, oh man. And hey, listen, the victory goes to a DT.
DT wins. Kavalkin helped. Is basically what happened with that.
I think I did both.
That was funny as F.
You're welcome.
Basically what happened there was we did the 30 guy thing, and I died about 23 times, and Kavalkin died about 6 times, or something like that. I don't know. It was pretty great. For those that were there, that was some late night action, and it might have colored why the Contra ended up going up a little bit. Okay, I don't know. Oh, that was codeless? Yeah, it probably was actually. Yeah, it was. It was codeless. Okay, so let's see what's next. Oh, yeah, let's just talk about the last game that I didn't rank. Number 1 on the games that I didn't rank, Kid Icarus. You guys had it 39. I'm not really mad at this, that you guys ranked this game. Castlevania 3 and TMNT can lick my wang, but this game is cool. It's not my favorite. It's close. It's close to 100. Basically, I have one major beef with this game, and that is that it starts off really hard and it gets easier.
That's causing a problem.
It should be the opposite. They should ease you into the game. The first few levels are very, very difficult, and they present you with all
Ooh, I
this
got a
stuff that
shit
looks
ton of
cool
hearts.
that you just can't get
Can't
involved
wait to
with
use
at
those
all.
For something cool.
It's
But
like,
there is nothing cool that ever happens with
you
them.
know, it looks like it's a
Look,
really
I'm gonna
deep
keep
game,
going
but
in
when
this
you
room.
play it
Just
for a
to let
little
everyone know
while,
this is dumb. Okay?
you can't do
I keep
anything,
defending
and
this
all you
game.
do is
There's
just
that
get your
room.
butt kicked. Then eventually you
There's
get
that
into
room.
the coolness of this game,
Why?
of which there is many.
Why is that room there?
It's a classic. It deserves to be on anybody's top 100. I have too much beef with it, and that's because this is the game that I've actually tried to play, but sucked really hard at. And yeah,
I
this
realize
was
that
part of
I'm
my
not
beef
playing
roundup
that.
series,
I don't need.
and I hated it. I had a
Seriously,
tough
though, what's
time.
the purpose of that
I
room?
have actually had some decent runs on this game, but this wasn't one of them. It was a disaster. So yeah,
Don't go that way.
no love for Kid Icarus.
Hammers to drop. Why do I want these hammers? I don't even know.
It is one of the classics, and I'm not shocked that it's number
I don't
1
wanna
of
fight
the
the
games I
Duster
didn't rank.
guys.
It would be pretty close to a 100 for me, but I just don't. I just have too much
Oh, here we go.
too much heebie-jeebies associated with it. Kind of in the realm of that Castlevania clip that you saw. I've just had my butt
Guys.
kicked many times with this game.
They blew it
so.
with this game, man.
See, you wouldn't want to be a.
They got it. Good
That's
concept.
but that's
they
the
got
high.
tight controls.
Only number 39 for the community. So
But
the community did a pretty good job, and I'm pretty close with the community for the most part.
All fired up out of hammer, man.
So good job by you guys ranking. I'm not mad at you guys ranking
How
for
do
the
I
most
get past
part.
these guys?
Let's move on. Let's get into the top 7. All right, number 7. I think the music's gonna give it away for those that watch the stream a lot.
Well, I've won and lost.
I don't think this guy's coming for the copyright claim.
So road's been a hell of a test. I'm still driving. I ain't slowing down.
Still driving, baby.
There's rules I'd love to break and bend. Mistakes I've made again. and
It's the
again.
great John
But I tell
Daly.
you this, my friends, I'm still around.
What do we do?
I hit it hard, man. So far, man. No laying up, no holding back. Ain't afraid of nothing, it's a natural fact. I hit it long,
NES Open Tournament Golf.
gone, man. Keep taking chances, living large. I hit it hard.
I've gone from thinking this was funny to actually loving this song.
Yeah, most people would have given up by now. All the rough outs.
Oh, am I gonna catch Beef Juice? Beef Juice is doing it. Beef Juice is doing it.
Wind in my face.
This clip though. So another CFT Firestorm.
Great drive.
The only thing that beat this from CFT Firestorm
Drive alert.
standpoint was golf.
Yeah, Beef's never
But-
been in this position before.
Thank God that I actually got you guys into this game, which
What am I doing?
this is my number 2
Okay.
game
It's a tough green.
that I've played as an
handle that.
adult for the NES.
We're built for these moments.
But I couldn't, even after playing it so much with you guys and enjoying it so much and loving it so much, and realizing that importance is less, like overall importance of the game and the zeitgeist is less important than is it actually a good game. I still couldn't rank it any higher than the top 6. The top 6 are special. So it stays where it is, number 7. You can't cut into the top 6.
Tough putt.
The top 6 is ridiculous. The top 6 is ridiculous, okay? That being said,
Not left here.
this is my number 2 game that I've played as an adult. So just know that the only reason that this is number 7 and not higher
Dude, baby.
is because
All right.
it's just not important. Like, there's just no love for this game out there in the streets. Like, we like this game because we're awesome. The CFT likes this game because the CFT is awesome. But, hey, this is as high as it can go. Okay?
Yeah,
Right? Like,
that has a chance.
it's so great, though. Like, it's so great. I'd say if there's one X factor with this game, besides just the gameplay being dope, is all the little cutscenes with the around the cup.
Oh no.
Is a great game. It's a great game to play, and I'm so glad that we're just delving into it hard. Shout out to Pete and Sherm and Jay Brooks and everybody else that's
Needed
helped
to hit it way
build
harder than that.
just build everything around this game.
Challenge my
Previous
controller.
rank, community rank 30. It's probably gonna be higher this time around, right?
Man,
Yeah, it went up to 19.
that was such a good
Absolutely.
drive. Now we got
So-
9 miles an hour wind.
This is kind of a fun clip. I had a little challenge where I had to win the tournament every time, and Beef Juice was ahead of me. I think I had to go. In my heart, I felt like I had to go birdie. So let's just see what happens. We're on hole number 17 of this one here. I don't know. You can't really. This was. Let me just put it this way. I thought about moving this up.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, is that on the green? Yes, it is. He needs birdie. He needs a birdie. Is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get it? Yes, he is. that little animation there is what makes
Last hole,
this game so
605.
epic. Like, other games don't do that. It's so much more fun to play this game and get great shot. Hitting great shots feels good. Oh, he's ahead of Beef Juice. Let's go. Camp is in the mix.
This is a tough driving hole, though.
But yeah, there's just so many little tiny things that make this game a better experience than regular golf.
Super shot.
There's one thing that golf has that I will give it credit for, is that you can play it and you can be done in like 10, 15 minutes. Something like that.
Okay.
So
We gotta blast it through here somehow.
it moves quick. Regular golf moves quick. This one, you feel like you really do need to do your little research with each shot. And there's a lot of options.
Yeah, don't we?
And you feel like you need to utilize those. So that is a negative, because it's fun to play NES games fast.
Trusty 2 would. Oh. Okay. Okay, it's sitting up somehow.
I was lucky that it was sitting up there. If it had been a fried egg right there in the bunker, it could have been Bogey Town.
What is the deal?
And I might not have beat Beef Juice. But
70% with an iron. Okay, wow.
But we're sitting up in the bunker. We got a good lie. We should be able to hit a good shot. Let's see if he does it, folks. The 8-iron from the bunker. Let's go.
Yes, son. Yeah,
Golf
son.
shot.
Beef Juice. Your time is not now. Oh my goodness. Clutched it out.
Let's keep it rolling with NES Open, you
Got
guys.
big problems.
This is a great game.
Because to actually beat the challenge,
One of the all-time
minus
greatest.
12
The
on the
only
last 36.
games
But
that I
was
got
not the tournament win. Unless did JJT make a run at the
ahead of this game are the absolute
tournament results.
classics.
Sorry, Juice. Come on, give me some good news. Give me.
All right, here we go. On to number 6. Guys, thanks for staying up with me. This has been a really, really fun journey. And this is the tail end of it tonight. We got 30 minutes left of fun.
Your everlasting summer, you can see it fading.
All right.
So you grab a piece of something that you think is gonna last. Well, you wouldn't even know a diamond if you held it in your
Oh,
hand.
2 points. That's 3 times.
Are you reeling in the years,
Debacle.
stowing away the time? Are you gathering up the tears? Have you had enough of mine? Are you reeling in the years?
All right, guys. So my big adjustment to the list, I kept talking about this over the course of the countdown, was I was going to value the importance less than the fun of the game. And so that meant that Super Mario Bros. Was going to take a hit. However, this game still is quite fun. It only knocked it down a little bit. But, you know, if we're saying if this was a list based on importance, this is number 1. This is the number 1 game. This is the number 1 game of all time. This is the game that saved the video games industry in the United States. And
Those things fall off. Or is that
this is the game that the most people have played, besides possibly Tetris.
40 systems do they ever give? 'Cause you
And
put a little bit.
this game absolutely
You stayed up too long.
destroyed anything
All right, this run
that
is-
was around
Get back on track. If we can get
when this came out in December 1985. So
especially if we can
you
maintain
can't really rank this game high enough. And as a kid, I absolutely loved it. I still love it.
hardest part about this.
I haven't really played it that much as an adult. It was fun to play this again. This was one of my I was so excited for this stream. I even got all dressed up like Mario.
It's actually
But
pretty- I kind of actually want to show it to you guys.
yeah, and there's all these cool secrets. It's epic. but it fell off because guess what? The other games were more fun. This game's pretty fun though. And shout out to not using the warps as I did during this stream. So I had it at number 4, it slipped to number 6. You know, let's not cry a river about Super Mario Brothers. It fell off a little bit. Oh well. You had it. The community rank had it number 3, and you guys kind of felt the same way, even more so with the re-ranks. Now it's number 9. Oh no. Super Mario Brothers number 9? Community? Oh no. You know what? It's just because it's like it's old hat. It's like the other games on here you're just more excited about at this point in our lives. This game may have blown our minds when we were little tiny kids, but you know, it just doesn't really anymore. You have to kind of have to put yourself back in that position to really, really, really appreciate it. It's tough. You hate to see Super Mario Bros. Fall off. I got so much love for this game. So much love for this game, and I got it here at number 6, so that's pretty damn good. It's ahead of NES Open, a game that I absolutely adore. It's Super Mario Brothers, you guys. Do I really need to explain it anymore? Let's get into the top 5. This was a fun stream, though. I got to play some of these levels that I really didn't remember at all. You know, because as a kid, you just warped for the most part. 5 games left, and then we're wrapping a bow around this. Yeah, that's Dan, that's what I was trying to do. Appreciate that. You got to put yourself in that position when it first came out, and what it felt like. We're to the top 5, y'all. It's tough. It gets tough up here, but I think if you are a true Nintendo, oh there we go, we got the box up again. If you're a true gamer, you have to. If you're a real gamer, I still got the box up. Hold up, sausage alert. If you're a real gamer, though, you gotta have Legend of Zelda above Super Mario Brothers. If you really are a real gamer, if you're a real hardcore gamer, I think you gotta have Legend of Zelda over Super Mario Brothers. If you're really about it, if you're really about that action boss, you got to put this game a little bit ahead. If you're saying which one is more important, it's still pretty close. Super Mario Brothers probably gets the edge, but
so the red, don't go after the red thing. Confirm, don't go after the red thing. The red head.
And this was a weird one for me because
that's really worth my time.
As a kid, I really didn't play it at all. I was just super intimidated by it. It wasn't really until just a couple months ago that I really gave it the old college try, that I really, really went deep. And I gotta say, it was an absolute thrill. And I love this game. This game is absolutely a top 5 NES game. It was so epic, and just getting to do this journey and learn about this game.
It's getting a little dicey.
It was so fun. And we actually beat it. It wasn't on the stream. We didn't get that far on the stream, but I was having so much fun with the stream that I went ahead and I made sure I beat it over the. Sunk a couple, you know. I put about 6 hours into the stream and about 6 more hours to beat it. So great. So great. This game is so great. It's unbelievably great. The balance of this game, everything about this game is epic. So I had it number 6 and rose to number 5.
Certainly fast.
Community rank was initially number 4. They moved it up to 3. So you guys had this as number 4.
How did I?
Now it's 3. Zelda on the Rise. Guess what? Number 3 was Super Mario Brothers. So This took its spot. Moved up one. Top 3 game in the CFT, and I'm not mad at you guys at all.
Okay,
You guys got it right. This game is just unbelievable. When you think about what was out there in the landscape,
More overworld is needed.
and then what this was,
How can he raise enough rupees?
it's just crazy. This is,
What are we
I,
guys talking
I think this and Super Mario Brothers
I obviously missed something
Are
in the chat if you guys are
just
saying
the 2 most important games ever. Honestly. We just seen it. Number 6 and number 5 from my list, which is mostly based about fun factor. But we're talking about as far as importance, Super Mario Brothers and Legend of Zelda are number 1 and number 2. I don't know which one's more important, but those are 1 and 2. Well, that's a list for another day. Oh, let's watch. See if let's just enjoy this footage here. We only got a few games left. Let's string it out a little bit.
Let's just take
Travis, you're trying to play Zelda 2? Good God. The game is so hard.
Is it like a different thing every time?
And yeah, leaving the music off the top 10 list was a little bit of a controversial choice because it really does set the mood for this game. They just got so much right with this game. I was so impressed to play it again. I just had an absolute thrill. This is high on my list of greatest
You're not allowed to.
just
All right, here we
feelings
go.
that I had while doing this
I
countdown.
got the shooter.
really
That could
actually
be big. How
doing
long am I
this
gonna
game.
have it? Probably not very long at all.
Boss alert. Let's see how he does. Let's see how the kid does. Then we'll move on to number 4.
Well, see, gotta execute this stuff.
The kid's doing all right. Ah, just got hit. Now we gotta do it without the crazy weapon. Different story without the projectile. Can he get it done? Yes, he does.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes, he does.
Let's go. Let's go.
Woo! Man, that was so
baby.
fun.
That's 4. That's 4. On
So
pace.
fun
We're on
playing
pace,
that.
you guys.
One of the absolute
Come
highlights
on
of the
now.
stream. Number 5 now. That's number 5. All right. Top into number 4. Let's go. This was a very tough part of the ranking because Zelda's so epic. You guys. Appreciate you guys being along for the ride and sticking with me tonight as we count down these games. Cheers to the CFT. Cheers to all my good buddies out there. Did you guys think that I might move Zelda ahead of this game? Didn't happen. Now, had a little bit too much fun playing this game too. Had a little bit too much fun with this game. Unfortunately, had a little bit too much fun. And this has the home court advantage of being a game that I had as a kid. I don't know what it is, man. Just something about this game. It's just too many really, really, really good memories as a kid. And if this stream wasn't so freaking epic, if this journey wasn't so epic, maybe Zelda might have moved ahead of it. Most people have Zelda ahead of Metroid, but not me. This was the game I had as a kid. This was the game I was obsessed with as a kid. This was the game I thought about. This was the game I dreamed about as a kid. And
Oh no.
this game, I think, you know what it is? You know what it is?
Debacle.
I think the reason I got this game ahead of Zelda is because the ending is so freaking amazing.
This is a long ass.
Spoiler alert, in Zelda, you just get the arrow that you got and you shoot Ganon and he dies.
Super helpful to the cause. I'm not even getting any missiles out
This,
of deal.
the Mother Brain battle, first you go through the Metroids and then you, what about tits?
This could be a long ass room that just doesn't work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. At the end, yeah. There's a small tit factor as well.
Backtrack now. I ain't
But
gonna be able to at the end of this.
you go through the Metroid Gauntlet, and then you get to Mother Brain. It's just a crazy, epic, iconic moment
Drop off.
in video games.
Oh, actually.
It's just so ridiculously huge.
Good Lord, this is just a nightmare.
So yeah, this game is number 4 for me. It's just a little bit of a bigger deal than Zelda, and honestly, it's neck and neck as a franchise for me. The Metroid games are really good. Like the Metroid games that came after it. How about that? That would be. How about the head-to-head battle between Metroid and Zelda?
Some of the idiotic comments
Like-
I made about.
Super Metroid, Metroid Prime. I think I've played the Metroid games a little bit. I think I'm more of a Metroid guy. But the Zelda games are so good. They're so good. Oh, it's close.
That was unfortunate, but I feel like it could have.
I love the Prime games. I think the Prime games are awesome. I think the Prime games are top tier.
Oh, baby.
Guess what? This stream was freaking awesome. I'm going to get into it a little bit later. Let's just see what happens. Let's pump it up a little bit. Have some of this. Have some of this. Oh, damn froze. Well, that hurts him.
That's one down. It's not over yet.
We're going to get into this a little bit later.
Now
but
what?
This stream was pretty freaking epic.
I know my limits. I know when I have to move on. This layer is insanity.
So yeah, the community bumped it up from 6 to 4, fam.
I'll pick this one.
Great job by you guys. Although, actually not great job by you guys because you put it ahead of my next game. But yeah, this is number 4 now with the community. Zelda's 3, this is 4. This is a tough debate. Metroid versus Zelda, I feel like I'm gonna flip-flop. I feel like there's a chance I might flip-flop on it in my lifetime again. But it was a really tough debate. And the margins in the community ranks were very close the first time and this time. Pretty awesome. Okay, we already seen this part. That was an epic moment, and we're going to get into it a little bit later. I'm going to explain why that was so epic a little bit later. Let's move on. We got 3 left, you guys. You guys are still here watching me talk about this stuff, even though I'm a little bit intoxicated, but that's part of the fun. Listen, man, it's a party.
Just a long ass.
This is the end of the road, and we are celebrating. Do you guys have a mixed drink? If you guys don't have a mixed drink, get yourself a mixed drink. This is the top 3. Let's go.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're far too kind. Yeah. Ready? Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Cook and roll with the Brooklyn boys. So for one last
Here we go.
time, I need y'all to roll. Yeah. Now what the hell are you waiting for? After me, there should be no more. So for one last time,
Mega Man 2, y'all.
Get him, Jay. Who you know fresher than
Oh, there's the box again.
the rest of y'all know where I'm lurking, yeah.
Come on, don't let it happen again.
Mirror me back, yeah, hear me rap, it's like hand G rapping his prime. I'm young H.O., raps Grateful Dead, back to take over the globe, now break bread. I'm in Boeing Jets, Global Express, out the country, but the blueberries still connect. On the low, but the yacht got a triple deck. But when you
So respectful fave for Jay-Z and Linkin Park. Cover art, yeah, that box. Could this be the number 2 game if it wasn't for the box? Honestly, these are the questions. Could it be number 2 if it wasn't for the box? Okay, so my big argument with this game, I'm going to say this game is the number 1 game
Okay, let's go.
as far as... Here's the case for this being the number 1 game.
But man,
Which, if somebody says Mega Man 2 is the best game, I'm just going to say, yep, you're right. And then explain to them I like these other 2 games better. But here's the case for this being the number 1 game. On my list, number 2 and number 1 came out a little bit later. This was the absolute height of the NES craze. And they gave us this game, and it was damn near perfect. And it was just an absolute blessing from the kids at Capcom. They just hooked us right up. And they just nailed it. It was like we all liked Mega Man, but Mega Man 2
I feel like
crushed
that's one of the harder
it
parts of the game.
out of the park. It took everything that was dope about Mega Man and it added so much more.
Right now.
It's the number 1 soundtrack of all time.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
flickering
gameplay is fantastic. It's an epic journey. They got it so right. And unlike Mega Man 3, this was a game that I went back to more
crucial.
over the years because it was more accessible.
That's been a thing.
It was like you just felt like
the NES thing.
if you hadn't played it in years, you could maybe jump back in and do a little bit of dirt. You know what I mean? And it just introduced so much to the party.
Oh, there's a
Oh man, Mega Man 2, what a great experience. This goes back to the Tacoma Mall. They had this epic thing at the Tacoma Mall where you go and you play. They had a little kiosk there, and they had it all set up where you get to play the games, and you could ask to play certain games, but they would feature certain games, and they were featuring Mega Man 2. And I just seen it, and I was just like, what is that? What is that? That is so cool.
I'm just gonna go number 2.
And it was so cool.
There's some places where you can get some stuff.
I remember somehow convincing my parents to buy me Mega Man 2 and just taking it home and just being blown away. It was the most blown away I'd ever been
Holy shit.
by a video game.
That didn't happen there. And then here's where you can just wrap.
This is number 3 on my list, fam. Let's see what I got for some other stats.
We're gonna get it full up on everything.
Yeah, I had it. I mean, listen, I knew what I was doing when I was ranking these. The games I'd actually played, I knew what I was doing. Community had it number 5, and now it's still number 5. So
This part,
basically, what happened was Super Mario Brothers went the other way, and Metroid jumped it, so it stayed at number 5. You guys know what's up. I'm not gonna sit here and get mad at you guys for not having it higher. You guys were right. What was I doing here? Why did I do the Flashman?
fire.
What in the name of experimental F was going on there?
Alright, we're gonna spend a little bit more time here, folks.
Anyway, I don't think anything really cool happens in this video, but
But yeah, you get this theme twice.
just to recap, the fact that it came out a little bit earlier than the next 2 gives it a great case
And apparently
for
I
being the
believe
best
that
game
guy
ever.
actually did want
Because
have a theme for this, but it just didn't really materialize. So
even though NES was still
he decided to go.
a really big deal,
He decided to run
the
it back
momentum was kind of slowing a little bit when this next game came out.
to the part. Alright, so that's
But
five.
when this game came
I
out,
just wanted to use
the NES was everything. And this was the best game that was available when NES was the unquestionable king. So that's my case for it being the best game ever, and I think it's amazing. And it's just been a lot of fun over the years to go back to this game. This is one of those few games that I would just always go back to because it's just like, I want to play this again. It's just fun. All right. Man, I hope I'm doing these games justice. I feel like I'm fading a little bit. But the fact that you guys are still here with me gives me a lot of strength. I can make it. It's just a couple games left.
Cool, that was still there.
Here we go. All right, party time. What's number 2? You guys know what it is. Oh, the sausage. We're trying. Game number 2, y'all. It's not Popeye. Number 2. Number 2, y'all. Well, I'm sorry for that. Let me just put it this way. After doing this stream, you guys know me. You guys know what my favorite game is of all time. And you guys know how much I love that game. I just want to tell you, after I played this game during this stream for 2 nights in a row, I wasn't 100% clear that this game would remain at number 2. Okay, and you guys know how much I love the game number that I got at number 1. I was thinking, I went in with an open mind to my final stream. My final game, I went into with an open mind, thinking that maybe, just maybe, I might change my mind, that I might move this game up to number 1. Such is the type of thing that happens when you're playing this game.
How is this level still going?
This is the greatest video game ever. And I say that from the perspective of knowing that not everybody really cares that much about the NFL in 1990, 1991. Okay. I realize that number 1 is a little bit of it helps that we are who we are. That kind of escalates. So I die here. I got Amanda watching the stream. I got Dr. Steak Sauce watching the stream. I'm down to 1 life, you guys. I'm down to 1 life to beat all the worlds. This has been a 2-night adventure. I Tanuke it up. This is a hard stage. I have to beat this and several more. Statue mode. This was an epic moment. So I realize that not everybody really cares that much about 1990, 1991 professional football. Now, if you care about that at all, then number 1's an obvious choice. But this is my number 2 because I care about that stuff so much. If I'm saying, what is the game that the most people will have the most fun at playing a video game? This is number 1. This is the number 1 game of all time. Super Mario Brothers 3. And we played it, and we got all up in it, man. I had so much fun playing this game again that I wasn't 100% sure that I would stick with the same ranking. And you guys know how much I love game number 1. But this was an epic moment. Amanda dipped because she got better things to do than watch me play video games. But I Tanuked it up. I got 1 life left. Can he do it? Let's just watch. See if we can get. This was this level's a mystery. We're on world 8. I think this is the game. So just to recap what I just said, but just to reiterate, I think this is the game that the most people will have the most fun playing. Is that fair? Now, most of you guys out there that are watching the stream that are part of the CFT Cascadia fucking Tecmo have a slightly different opinion about what the number 1 NES game is. Most of you guys, not all of you. Some of you guys think this is number 1, and some of you guys think Mega Man 3 is number 1. Some of you guys think that I don't know. So a bunch of you guys had some random ones, but I think that you guys would all agree, or I think a lot of you guys would agree with me that this is the game that this might be the best game ever. As far as just for the people. For the people out there. Right? Are you guys with me on that? I didn't remember this whole thing. Yeah, you gotta hit that P and get the secret thing. And then there's a secret door. Oh, that the way they set that up. This level is so cool. This is like the last level. Or one of the last levels. And the way they set it up with the mystery at the end there. Which I didn't remember. I was so excited to play this game again. And man, I was having so much fun that night. Whew. Alright. Let's take a little break from the list. Super Mario Bros. 3, y'all. It cannot be ranked high enough. Alright. Let's take a little break from the list here. We got one more list for you guys. A side list. So, as we get, this is the last few minutes of the stream. Thanks for everybody who's still awake here at 11 o'clock Pacific. I was just thinking about what were the greatest moments in the stream, and there was a lot of great moments. Some of the contenders was just inexplicably destroying Joust. Maybe the challenge was a little soft for that one, but I kicked its ass right away. TNC Surf Designs, figuring out the surf mode and just crushing it. Strong showing in Caveman games. Some epic battles in Blades of Steel. A very Crush Fest moment. Some moments in Balloon Fight. I had great runs in the regular mode and the Balloon Venture mode. Had a great showing in Spy Hunter. Had a great score in that. Playing at the Den Bell. Contra, stealing Kavalkin's Glory and winning that was up there. And then I was thinking about just maybe some other honorable mentions. Just playing a bunch of games, like really playing them, like Zelda 2, and Dragon Warrior 4, and Final Fantasy. Like, those were all epic moments. But here's what I came up with from my top 5 moments for the stream. And it has most to do with me just kicking ass and just showing up and representing. I absolutely rinsed Gunsmoke. Listen, you guys go out there. There was no CFT Firestorm with this game. You guys go out there and play Gunsmoke. See how well you do. This is a hard game. I represented on that stream. I kicked ass. That's number 5. Okay? That's my number 20 game. I don't know why nobody else loves it as much as me do, but Gunsmoke is badass, and your boy represented. Number 4, Metroid. Epic comeback. This was the 2-night stream. I split it up. My goal was to beat the game in 6 hours. The first 3 hours, stream number 1, I mostly just went around getting my ass kicked. Stream number 2, night number 2, I went in with some bad intentions, and I made an epic comeback. I took care of Ridley, I took care of Kraid, and I took care of Mother Brain. I only died a couple times. It was an epic run. It's one of my favorite games, number 4 in fact, and that's number 4 on my list of greatest moments. Just to come back on that. Night number 2, after night 1 was a debacle. It was like, I don't know what happened, but it was just all the poop and pee that happened on night number 1, it was gone. And it was nothing but good vibes for night number 2. Metroid, great run. One of my favorite endings for a game. We tackled it. We crushed it. Love it. Number 3, we just seen it. That level that you just see me beat was awesome. Then I went on to beat the next 3 levels with 1 life, including the final level. I love that game so much, and just to have an epic moment on that game was awesome. Just that entire journey. Coming up with the challenges was not easy, but I seem to have a knack for coming up with challenges that are exactly as hard as they need to be epic. And that was another one. I got down to my last life. I pulled some crap. I still don't really know how I did it. It was amazing. This is the number 2 game, number 1 game of all time. That was my number 3 moment. Super fun. I felt like I was on top of the world after that. Number 2. Had never beat Marble Madness before. That was an unexpected run that I had on that, because I had played Marble Madness a lot, and I had made some pretty deep runs, but I never beat it. And looking back, it's not like a ridiculously hard game. It's a pretty short game, but I had never got to the promised land after many tries. Finally, I came through on the big stream. I did the dirt. I got to the finish line on the last level. That's my number 2 moment. And then number 1, we're about to see it. It wasn't as impressive, perhaps, as the 2 before it, but I just felt so much pressure because you guys know what my favorite game is. And I did still want to have some drama, but it would have really sucked if I had lost this challenge. And just culminating with just ending the journey, taking care of business on Tecmo Super Bowl was my number 1 moment. That was my number 1 moment for this countdown. There were some good ones. Let's check it out.
I've paid my dues time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed
Hey,
more crimes
still number 1.
and bad mistakes.
Definitely the game I played the most in my life. And number 2 is so epic. I needed to have a showing. But nothing beats this game. This game is the champion. Tecmo Super Bowl, y'all. Still number 1. This was somehow, despite all the ways it could have gone wrong, one of the best streams. It was crazy how we actually had some of the most fun of the entire countdown, if not the most fun, with the number 1 game. There's no way that it could have possibly lived up to the hype. You know, I mean, there's no way. after Super Mario Bros. 3 and how crazy good that went. There's no way we could actually have more fun playing the number one game against the computer. I mean, come on, you dominate the computer. But here we are. We did it. We got to this. I set up a scenario. I picked a crappy team, the Seattle Seahawks, my team, and we tried to win the Super Bowl with the Seahawks. There was a couple of rules against what we could do. So it was a little bit less cheese than the typical experience. And we tried to win the Super Bowl with the Seahawks. So let's just see what happens here.
You have to throw it up.
So yeah, by the way, this was number one before. Still number one. And community had it number one. Oh. And they still have it number one. Yeah, I was on a bit of a romp fest, but I had a really cool challenge that made it so it was actually hard. And there was good games all the way through. And I had to like get some breaks and do some dirt to win all my games, which I did. For those of you that might not realize what the community is, the community is Cascadia fucking Tecmo. It's
Dave Craig Fumble.
all the Tecmo Super Bowl peeps.
That's what he's known for.
So that's how this game ended up number one in the community. But
Stop right here.
I think just if you take the average Nintendo player, this game would be way up there. Even for non-sports fans. Like, there's probably a bunch of, like, just people that don't even know one player except maybe Bo Jackson on this game that love this game. Like, this game is quality. Oh, I was going to try to block with Rufus Porter to win the game. So it's 21-21. So even after all the drama of me just crushing the computer, some Leon Seals fumble recovery stuff had it at 21-21. So we actually had to do some dirt to win this Super Bowl. And the Bills are no joke. The Bills are no joke with the CPU. They're one of the tougher teams to play.
Okay, hold on. Have I even checked my guys? No, I haven't. I have not.
Let's see what happens. Do you think he's going to get it done? Do you think the kid is going to get it done? This was my number one moment of the countdown right here. So I'll give you just to give you a little hint as to what happens here. Let's see if the Seahawks can get it done. Dave Craig over the middle to John L. Williams. Move the chains. 42 seconds left. Norm Johnson warming up on the sideline. There goes James Jones around the corner. Bruce Smith was a problem. Bruce Smith was a big problem. Dave Craig cool under pressure. 16 seconds left. Let's not risk it.
Let's go.
We're in field goal range. Norm Johnson's ready to go. That was my number one moment of the countdown. It just felt so good to actually get it done. Because this was the only moment that really had any pressure. Like, there was other moments that there was a little bit of pressure that I felt. I wanted to beat all the challenges, but I had to beat the number one game challenge. I had to beat Tecmo Super Bowl. It's my favorite game of all time.
That was a good game.
Had to do it. That was for the AFC. The NFL, the championship game against the Giants was less exciting, but we had a lot of fun during this journey, and especially on this game. So, sorry that it's over, you guys. But we will have more. We will do more of this stuff. We will have more fun. How are we going to close it out? What can I possibly say? What can I say? Well, I guess just to wrap things up here, I'll just say that I really had a lot of fun, and you guys made it a lot of fun. You guys being involved and watching streams and hanging out made it a lot of fun. PDX REX, got it. The next up for me, I'm definitely going to do Super Nintendo. That is what the community wants. That is what we're going to do. So, I'm in lockstep with Dan. Dan says Super Nintendo's the best. And I will agree with Dan that the Super Nintendo is my desert island console. If I am stuck on a desert island and I have one console that I get to choose and all its games, that's where I want to be. I just want those, like, those are the only games I get to play for the rest of my life. I'm going with Zelda, or I'm going with Zelda. I'm going with Super Nintendo. But I don't know if it's going to match the same thrill. Maybe it will, but it's going to be hard to beat this experience because the NES, it's like I told Camp, the NES just hits a little bit different. It's going back to when you were 8 or 9 years old and the wonder of it all. The NES is the console that took video games farther than any other console. It took them from the collapse in North America to nobody wanted to talk about video games. Nobody wanting to sell video games in their retail store. It took them from that to an obsession, to where by the end of the NES we had everything. We had everything. The template was there. We've been basing everything off that initial NES wave. And these games are really fun. And going back, these are the games I think about the most. These are the games that I really think about the most now that I'm a grizzly old adult, a big boring dorky adult. Going back to those times when I was 8, 9, 10 years old, those are the really special times. So I don't know if the next quest is going to really match this one, because this one was really special. And there's a lot of great games for the NES. I don't know if I think it's the #1 system of all time. But then again, maybe Super Nintendo's better. We'll see. Tough to say. But this has been a really special journey. And definitely very bummed that it's over. Because it's been great. Tecmo Super Bowl is the #1 game of all time, in my opinion. Super Mario Bros. 3 is the #1 game of all time in general. So it's going to be tough to beat those, but all you got to do is take a little sneak peek at the Super Nintendo list and you might see that we might be in some pretty good times there too. We'll see. Hope you guys come back for that. But this is my final send-off for the NES Countdown. It's been a great journey. And thanks to everybody for participating. You guys all brought so much to the table. Dedicate this whole journey to Lewis. Long live Tecmo, baby. See you guys around the way. Peace out for now. We did it.